Hello guys. Welcome back to my channel, Writing Practices. Today, we are going to learn how to write a lease renewal letter. What is a lease renewal letter? A lease renewal letter or notice is a document that landlords and property managers use when they want to extend their tenant's lease. The notice informs the tenant that their lease will expire, and that the landlord would like to extend it for the rental property. Here, Writing Practices will show you how to write a lease renewal letter step by step by using this template. Check this out. First of all, you should write your name. Under it, write your address. You should mention the number, street name, city, state, and zip code. After that, write the date of the letter. Use the format of month, date, and year. For the next, write the landlord's full name. And write the home address. Again, you should mention the number, street name, city, state, and zip code. And you can open the letter with salutation like Dear Mr., or Mrs., or Ms., followed by the last name of the recipient. In the first paragraph, write the reason why you are writing this letter. Here, you can tell the recipient that you want to renew the lease agreement for the property you rent. And mention the location of the property you mean. You should mention the address including the city, state, and zip code. And write the expired date of the current lease agreement. In this case, you should mention the month, date, and year. And for the next sentence, tell the recipient why you want to renew. And write the time period of how long you want to renew the lease agreement. In this part, you should mention how many months or years. And state clearly that you agree to renew under the same terms and conditions. In the second paragraph, write why the recipient should approve your renewal request. You can explain how responsible you are in paying the rent on time. Or maybe mention how you have taken good care of the property you rent. And you can of course mention how you always obey the rules and regulations signed by you and the recipient in the lease agreement. Just mention them all here and make sure the recipient that their property is in good hands. And write your hope that the recipient agree that you are an ideal tenant for their property. You should really convince the recipient here if you really want to stay at the current property. In the third paragraph, write that you write this letter because the recipient asked it in the first place, the lease agreement letter signed. You can state it from the current agreement that you are required to write their renewal request letter some days or even months before the expired date of the lease agreement. So, tell once again why you are writing this letter. State clearly that you want to renew the property. And state once again the time period of how long you want to stay there. And again, Don't forget to mention once more that you renew this with the same terms and conditions as the current lease agreement. So, what happened if the recipient wants to change the terms and conditions? Here, you can mention it in the fourth paragraph. Ask the recipient to give you information if they want to change the terms and conditions for the renewal agreement. This is really important to mention since some landlord owner may want to raise the rent. But, if the recipient doesn't want to change anything for the terms and conditions, ask them to send you the renewal agreement so that you can sign and continue your tenancy at the current property. And the last paragraph, thank the recipient for their time and consideration. And offer the recipient to contact you if there is any information or have some queries. You can give your contact information here like phone number and email address. And finally, you can close the letter with sincerely. Add your signature as well as your full name. So, that's how you write a lease renewal letter step by step. I hope this video helpful for you. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.